At this point, many people are asking the same question over and over again, and honestly, it is a fair one. Is Remy Ma holding on to her marriage because she still has love left for Papoose? Or is there something much deeper driving her decisions? From the outside looking in, it does not feel like this situation is about romance anymore. It feels tense, calculated, and heavy with unresolved emotions. Papoose has made his position very clear. He wants a divorce. He has tried more than once to move forward and close this chapter of his life. Yet every time he gets close, something blocks the process. Papers do not get signed. Delays appear out of nowhere. New drama suddenly surfaces. The end result is always the same. The marriage remains legally intact, even though emotionally, it seems to have ended a long time ago. What makes everything even more confusing is how public this has become. This is not a quiet separation handled behind closed doors. It is playing out across social media, interviews, live videos, and public appearances. Every move is watched. Every post is analyzed. Every silence becomes a headline. The situation has grown so large that it has pulled in people who were never meant to be part of the story, including boxing champion Claressa Shields. Claressa did not ask to be dragged into this. Yet here she is, caught in the middle of a marriage that refuses to end. From her reactions, it is clear she is frustrated and tired of being painted as a problem when she feels she has done nothing wrong. She is not shrinking or hiding. She is standing her ground and defending what she believes is real. At first, many fans gave Remy the benefit of the doubt. People assumed she was hurt, emotional, or struggling to let go. That would be understandable. Ending a marriage is painful, especially one built on years of shared history, public love, and survival through hard times. Letting go of that kind of bond is not easy for anyone. But as time passed, the story began to feel different. The delays started to feel intentional rather than emotional. The longer Remy refused to sign the divorce papers, the louder the whispers became. People started asking whether love was truly the reason anymore, or if money was the real issue. There is growing belief that Remy may be trying to avoid paying alimony. She is back in the spotlight, working, touring, appearing on television, and earning again. Papoose, on the other hand, has a long record of sacrifice that could work strongly in his favor if this divorce ever reaches a courtroom. That reality changes everything. Still, no matter how messy things have become, it is impossible to talk about this situation without acknowledging Papoose's loyalty. He did not just stand by Remy in good times. He stayed when life was at its worst. When Remy was sentenced to prison, many people expected him to walk away. Instead, he stayed. He visited her. He spoke her name proudly in interviews. He made sure the world did not forget her talent or her presence. While she was locked away, he worked behind the scenes to keep her music alive and her image protected. That kind of dedication is rare, especially in an industry where people often move on quickly. When Remy came home, he did not disappear. He continued to support her publicly and privately. He stood beside her as she rebuilt her career and her life. That history matters, and it is not something that can be erased easily. Now that Remy is free, visible, and earning again, the dynamic has changed. She has been publicly linked to Easy the Block Captain. They were seen together, and at one point it appeared she had emotionally moved on. However, that situation did not last. Easy has since been connected to other women, many of them younger, and it seems that relationship did not turn into what Remy hoped it would. Despite that, Remy still refuses to release Papoose. That contradiction is one of the biggest reasons this drama keeps growing. How can someone move on publicly, show interest in another partner, and still refuse to let their spouse go legally? While all of this was unfolding, Claressa Shields was not staying silent. She made it clear through her actions that she supports Papoose. One moment in particular caught everyone's attention. On his birthday, she posted a message that felt deeply personal. She called him her king. She thanked him for his love, guidance, laughter, and presence. She ended the message playfully, but the meaning behind it was clear. That post stopped people in their tracks. It did not read like something written for a casual friend. It sounded like a woman speaking from the heart. Social media exploded with reactions. People reread the message again and again, trying to understand the depth of their connection. Shortly after that, Remy attempted to shut down the rumors. She claimed none of the talk was true and insisted she had nothing to do with the situation. She said she had always been honest in her relationships and suggested that people were creating drama where there was none, but the public was not convinced. When feelings are involved, words alone rarely settle anything. Actions speak louder, and the actions told a different story. Things took a much darker turn when Remy leaked private messages between Papoose and Claressa. Those texts showed Claressa expressing vulnerability and concern. She was not angry or dramatic. She simply wanted reassurance. She asked for basic communication. She wanted to know he was safe. That is not manipulation. That is care. Instead of keeping those messages private, Remy made the situation public and then added serious accusations. She claimed Papoose threatened to call the police on her and suggested there was physical aggression. Those claims shocked many people. Accusations like that are serious and carry long-lasting consequences. Papoose denied everything immediately. He said the claims were false and accused Remy of acting out of anger because he had emotionally moved on. The back and forth escalated quickly. What once looked like a painful separation now felt like an all-out battle. Then Christmas 2023 added another layer of confusion. Remy was seen getting close to Easy the Block captain again, and even hinted at being in love during a rap battle. The timing raised eyebrows. How could she openly show affection for another man while refusing to finalize her divorce? For many people, it did not add up. You cannot move forward with someone new while holding someone else in place legally and emotionally. At some point, something has to change. While Remy was making headlines, Papoose and Claressa's bond appeared to grow stronger. They were seen together more often, and their energy felt genuine. For Valentine's Day, they traveled to Hawaii together. This was not a casual trip. It looked like a real escape, filled with quiet moments, beautiful scenery, and peace away from the noise. Photos from the trip showed them smiling and relaxed. There was no forced posing, no tension. It looked natural. Papoose was not only there for romance either. He launched the first Hawaii Fest during the trip, bringing out major artists and breaking records. Even while enjoying paradise, he stayed focused on his work. Claressa shared a beach video where she softly sang "Just the Two of Us," adding his name into the lyrics. It was simple, sweet, and sincere. Felt like two people enjoying something real. What many people did not know at the time was that Papoose had bigger plans. He wanted the divorce finalized before the trip so he could propose to Claressa on Valentine's Day. He had imagined the moment clearly. The ocean, the sunset, the timing, everything. But that moment never came. According to reports, Remy stepped in and blocked the divorce process once again. The timing raised serious questions, especially since her own relationship was falling apart. Many believe seeing the love and attention Papoose was receiving triggered something emotional. The attention he was getting now mirrored the same admiration Remy once had. Losing that spotlight is not easy. Another powerful moment came when Papoose performed during Claressa's boxing match as she made her ring entrance. That was more than support. It was pride, partnership, and unity. It was loud without being disrespectful, and it sent a clear message. This brings us back to the biggest question. Why is Remy holding on so tightly? Is it heartbreak, jealousy, fear, or control? Recent reports suggest the answer may be financial. If the divorce goes forward, Papoose could be entitled to spousal support. With Remy's reported net worth around $4 million, the stakes are high. Courts consider many factors in these cases, including how long the marriage lasted and who sacrificed more. Their relationship began in 2004. They married in 2008 while Remy was incarcerated. Papoose stayed loyal throughout her sentence. They renewed their vows publicly in 2015 and welcomed their daughter in 2018. While Remy was locked up, Papoose worked tirelessly to protect her career. He released music, maintained her image, and ensured income continued. After her release, they joined reality television together, turning their relationship into part of the brand. When Remy launched her clothing line, Papoose promoted it everywhere, often wearing the designs himself. Some of those profits went toward helping families impacted by incarceration. That work mattered, and Papoose was deeply involved. He also took on the responsibility of caring for Remy's son while she was away, stepping into a father role without hesitation. That level of commitment is rare. This was not a man doing the minimum. This was someone holding everything together during chaos. So when people ask why Remy might be delaying the divorce, the answer becomes clearer. She knows Papoose has a strong case not just emotionally but legally. Meanwhile, Claressa is stuck waiting. She is openly loving and supporting Papoose, yet she cannot move forward because he is still legally tied to someone else. Anyone in her position would feel drained. Remy continues to insert herself, making the situation harder for everyone involved. At this point, this feels less like a love triangle and more like a battle over control, money, and unresolved emotions. So the question remains, is Remy holding on because she still loves Papoose, or because she does not want to write that alimony check? How long should Papoose have to wait to be free? And how long should Claressa keep standing by? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This story is far from over. And before you go, like, subscribe and turn on notifications. The next video is even messier, and you do not want to miss it.